Hey everyone, rideshare reseller here, and it is day 3 of the coronavirus kind of shutdown here. It's going on across the country, and I'm here to show you what I call my death pile. I'm creating one right now, and I'm going to be listing this stuff that I have. I've went through my house a little bit, starting to clean out things that I think I can sell, and I'm going to show you some of those, and then I'm going to show you a pile of t-shirts. I was planning on making a video of these, and I really didn't get around to it. And it's some vintage t-shirts that I bought. I bought quite a few of them, and I'll show you that. And I'm going to try and show you some things that I'm getting ready to pack from last night's sales. I know a lot of people are wondering, hey, how are sales for everybody? Mine have slowed just like everybody else in general. I've had a couple of really good days and some slower days. My larger items are a little off. Many of you who've watched some of my videos know I go after a lot of large electronics, that kind of stuff. So that's kind of been a little off, but I'm going to show you what sold last night, and we'll take a look at my death pile. All right, let's go in and take a peek. All right, guys, here is my what I call my death pile right now. And anyhow, this is some stuff that I got through my closet, and some things in the garage, a few things, not much, but I'm going through it slowly. And I figured that this will give me a what do you call it, some listings to do every day. I figure if I can do about 15 or 20 a day, by the time this whole thing's over, I'm hoping that this will all be gone. It will all be gone, but anyhow, let's take a little bit closer look. So what I found up here was some clothes in my closet. There's some of them. I'm gonna peel off those so I can get to the other stuff I want to get to. All right, let me peel that off. Sorry about that, guys. A little mess here. All right, so anyhow, these are the t-shirts that I bought from a gentleman, and I have another box outside that I already did. I did about a posting of about 30 or 40. I purchased 110 vintage t-shirts from this gentleman, and I paid $293 for them all, so about $280 a t-shirt. And if you take a look, you'll see stuff like I listed this one last night. Very cool F1 tactical fighter bomber. This is a 1986 single stitch piece, and almost all the shirts, if you take a look, almost all the shirts are made in the USA. That's a pretty cool one. Here's an interesting one. This is, I didn't know, this is from 1991. Soviet Friendship Tour MiG Friendship Tour Salinas. Again, brand new. These is really cool. These, excuse me while I make a mess here, not very well organized. Stealth fighter, you know, front and back. Really nice t-shirt. Vintage Giants, you know, Vintage Giants National League championship shirt. Just, you know, I'll kind of flip through some. Hearst Castle. This one is Legends of Reno Airshow. Tank top. There's a Tommy Jeans print. Look at that cool one. It's a Bearcat. I mean, these are just like, if you take a look, they're all on all the good sizes too. 2XL, XL. You know, just dragon print. So ESPN Sports Center, an old one. Hot August Nights from 1999. This is a really cool 49er one. I Miss Jerry Rice. I Miss Jerry. There's a tie-dye, you know, tie-dye one. You can see, I mean, I scored a Phoenix 500, Salinas Air Show. There's an old Izod. A lot of air stuff. Red Baron. Just some really cool stuff. Look at this one. Here's one. Some kind of, it looks like what do you call it? Hard Rock Cafe, but weird language. San Jose. I'm not positive what that is. Another made in USA. So I just picked up a bunch of these. Just a ton. Look at that. I mean, Blue Angel one. So you can see I've got a ton of these. Look at that guy. Is that not cool? So anyhow, those are the shirts. I had 110 of those. And so I've got to list every one of those. Down here, this is what you can do. You can go through your closets, guys. Hey, you got to be honest with yourself sometimes. So I went through my watches. I have a ton of watches, and I'm going to give up about 6 Invictas that I'm going to sell. I have a bunch of other watches that I'm going to sell. That's some Amazon stuff back there. And then I went through some of my clothes, and look at me, even I've got something with tags on it, a pair of golf pants. So I'm gonna, be listing all this stuff and trying to get rid of all this stuff in the next couple of weeks and put it up online. And this is how you do it, guys. You just got to go through stuff and be honest with yourself and say, I really don't need it, and sell it. You can make some money. Let's go outside and take a look at what's sold. All right, guys, back in what I call my eBay headquarters here, my garage. Going to show you a few things that sold overnight. I have sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 items, and I have 4 that have not been paid for. So I have a total of 12 sales, and 8 here and 4 have not been paid. I don't know the totals, but I will give you the totals of each piece. I don't know the grand total. All right, where shall we start? Let's start with some of you have watched some of my videos on old 35 millimeter cameras. This is a Canon camera, and this guy sold for $40, and I think $9.95 shipping, something like that. So $40, nice little sale. All right, let's go on to the next one. Let's take a look. I just picked this one up. You probably saw, if you watched my Savers video haul, I believe I paid $5 minus 20%, so about $4 for Bo Jackson. He wasn't quite as much as I thought he would be. He ended up selling for $27 and $15 shipping. I might make a few bucks on shipping, so about $30. I'm gonna probably make about $32 on this. And then take out the fees, that kind of thing. But the box was a little more, had some more cracks in it, so he didn't sell for great money. But still, I made money, and I have 2 other ones that I know will get a little bit more money. So anyhow, Bo Jackson. All right, I'm leaning down and picking stuff up, guys. All right, Tom Go 300. Now, some people will not think to pick these up because you got your cell phone, and the reason these work are a lot of truckers like this older technology. It's simple, it's cheap. I believe this sold for $38.95 and free shipping. I only paid a couple bucks for it, and it will it won't kill me on shipping, but I'll make a few bucks. So if I see these, I'm going to pick them up. Certain ones, especially if they're in the box and the condition is pretty good. Box and condition, that plays a big factor on these type ones. Some of the ones you want to look out for are the Garmin ones, but those you need to get the ones that say LMT, lifetime maps and traffic. Those do better. So look out for those. Don't be afraid of this stuff. Okay, I had some books. I don't know if I did the video on the books that I just found. I found 45 textbooks, okay, from Goodwill. Of all places, I usually don't find them there, but one day I was in Goodwill, and lo and behold, and Goodwill on their book prices are not bad. They were $1.69 here, $1.69. And they were textbook type ones. Some I could sell on Amazon and some I couldn't. I just put one book in on Amazon just before the shutdown, and it sold for $98, and I paid $1.69. So you can really make some good money on books, textbooks, coding, a lot of coding books. This guy was the worst of all my books. It just, you can see it, it's not in that great a shape. But still, $1.69, and this only sold for, I believe, 12 bucks. Yeah, $12 for this book. But I made money on it, and it's out of here. So that's the worst of the books that I've had. I have sold, at least out of that pile so far, 10 to 15 books already. And one of them was $98. So you do the math. All the books told cost me like 70 some dollars. So books. Speaking of books, let's do this one. Found this one, if you saw my video from Savers, a Star Wars role-playing book. And I got, this one I'm looking here, $31, I believe is what I got for this guy. $31. And paid, book was marked, I think, $2.99. The condition wasn't good. I had a little ding on it. So I probably could have got about $8-9 bucks more out of it if it wasn't dinged. So I had to take the $31.95 is what it was. $31.95 for this. And I've got another one that is in great condition that I've had offers on, but they've been lowballed, so I haven't sold that one yet. All right. Speaking of my t-shirt pile, you can see that they're selling. So this one here is Merlin Rolls Royce. And I sold 2 of these already. This one, the Merlin Rolls Royce, sold for $13 plus $5 shipping. So some of my shirts in there are going to be about $13. Some are going to be $25. Some are going to be $35. So some of those shirts are going to go for a lot. Some aren't. But I remember I have 110 of them. And let's say I make $10 off each shirt. There's $1,000, and my cost was $293. So, you know, pretty good. And to show you, here is one that sold for a bit more. This one sold for $29.95 plus $9 shipping. It's a San Francisco Giant hoodie, a vintage Stitches one. So this one sold for $30, and this one sold for $12.95. So there is $42.95 right there out of my $293 just on these 2, and I've sold several more. So those are going to be really, really good for me. All right, so I was talking about albums. I have 100 albums that I'm going to get rid of. This is the first one that sold. It's a Black Sabbath album, and this one sold for $18 plus shipping. And this is going to be a good haul long term for me. A while back during the summer, I purchased a turntable and these albums for $35, all of it. The turntable sold for $300. If you saw that in one of my videos, my sold videos, it sold for $300. And I've been lazy with the albums that are sitting in a box, so I figured, hey, let's move those out and let's get those moving. So my goal is to put 2 to 3 of those a day up minimum, along with everything else, and just pick through the records, the ones that are doing well, put them up and get them out. And do I have anything else on my list here? Let me see. No, that looks like that's it on what I have sold. Something else just sold on the phone. I don't know what it is. I have to take a look. So it looks like I'm going to have 13 items total. This was 8, and I have 5 more that I need to, 4 need to get paid, and I don't know if that one just paid. So anyhow, hey, a little different video for me. I'll try to do a few more of these like this to show you kind of what I have been selling and go from there. So stay strong. It's going to pass, guys, and we're going to be ready to make some more money. So I'll talk to you later. Thank you.